social prescribing it's sort of what it says. So one of the great things, say, about music for people with dementia is that it can be used to reduce anxiety and agitation and distress. And if well used, skillfully used, you can even know when a person with dementia is going to get distressed and agitated because perhaps they don't like to have a shower anymore. It might have bad connotations. If you play some nice music that you know is going to soothe them and calm them down, that can have the same effect as giving them antipsychotic drugs, you know, to bring down their agitation. Obviously, so much better to prescribe music than to prescribe medication. And the amount of medication for people with dementia here in the UK has significantly reduced in the last few years, to the point where a lot of times it's gone completely. It doesn't have to be music. It can be all sorts of other things. And in fact, the founder of My Life TV and My Life Films was saying that they've done evaluations already, even though his charity and not-for-profit business, My Life Films, is a charity, and the My Life TV is a not-for-profit sort of spin-off. Even though it's quite young, they've done evaluations. They have found that in some cases, people's medication has been able to be, first of all, reduced, then gone altogether. So then it's called social prescribing, because you're prescribing not a medication, but some sort of a social therapy. Music is very powerful for the reasons I explained earlier, but it might be reminiscence therapy when done extremely well, or it might be poetry, or it might be art, or it might be nature, or it might be gardening. But it is now becoming more and more evidence-based. I mean, it's no use just wittering on about it. You have got to have your evaluations and the evidence base to show that over a certain period of time, this is having a very beneficial effect. It's great in terms of the medication, but it's also great because sometimes it's shown that it will keep somebody at home for longer, and therefore they don't have to go into what you call care facilities, we call care homes and nursing homes in the UK. And of course, that saves the nation, the government, money. And once you start talking in those sort of terms, funnily enough, the politicians start sitting up and suddenly being very interested in what you're doing, because there are economic benefits to it as well as sort of humane benefits at a human level. And sometimes as well, you can even stop emergency admissions to hospital, things like that, through clever use of it. I mean, that's less likely with the social prescribing, but you can certainly delay going into a care facility and reduce medication. That's been proved now. And that's what we're doing. And now it is now a sort of policy that you can social prescribe. GPs are told they can do that. It's like a prescription almost.